Hi, welcome to Raven's Fine Art. My name is Raven. I am a fine art painter, and I talk here about the spiritual journey as well as the practical tips of going from an art apprentice to an art professional. But first of all, I wanted to wish you a happy belated Mabon or fall equinox. That is when the days are as long as the nights. So from here on in, we're going to be welcoming in the winter time, fall and winter time, the cooler months, the darker months. It's basically the yin side of the yin yang dichotomy. So that is a wonderful time to do your planning, your strategy, your healing, your rest, your preparations, your planning, all that good stuff to prepare for the warmer months when we're more active and we're more getting out there. So enjoy these coming months. Today I wanted to talk about basically when you're ramping up and you are still with your day job, and your day job is funding your dream of starting your own business, becoming an independent artist, or any kind of entrepreneurial venture. When you do still rely on your 9 to 5 job, there are a lot of things that you want to keep in mind when it comes to choosing the correct job. It's very important because you want to find a job that is complementary to your dream and that doesn't overshadow or overtake it in any way. So a few of the tips that I wanted to mention are when you're in your ramping up phase, you want to choose a job that gives you skill acquisition. So, and your job doesn't have to have all the qualities I'm going to mention, but they should at least have one or two. So skills acquisition would be if you're in a job that's directly related to your dream. So if you're wanting to be an artist and you want to start your own art business, then you would choose a job, say in a gallery or assisting another artist, something that would give you the skills that you're going to need in your own business. And that could be other skills, skills like if you're, let's say you're an office assistant and you're learning software, you're learning to create basically spreadsheets and databases, you're learning how to be organized, you're in accounts receivable, you're learning how to pay bills in a systematic way. You're basically learning business skills because you're not going to be able to afford to hire out those activities right away. So if you're in a day job that's giving you those skills, then it's a good thing to remind yourself that that's why you're there. You're picking up skills that are going to help you later on with your own dream. Another reason that you might like your day job or it might be useful to your business is connections. So especially if you're trying to court art collectors, you never know. There's no specific archetype of an art collector. It can be anybody. So regardless of what kind of day job you have, you never know, especially if you're in good with your managers and your higher ups, people who may have a little bit more money, maybe who have a little bit more taste. But that depends on your kind of art. If you're making more like stickers or posters or things like that, that could appeal to anybody. So your coworkers could be your test market. They could be your first customers. So it's good to keep those connections and not just think, oh, I want out of this job, so you just sort of disconnect. You don't want to do that. You want to make the most of the connections that you have while you're there. And when people respect you and they like you and they like your work and they like you as a person, they'll be much more likely to either buy something from you or to at least recommend you to somebody who is interested in what you make. Another good aspect of a day job is flexibility. So there's going to be times where you're going to have to do something related to your business, and you want the kind of job where it's okay to maybe switch shifts or swap days or take a day off or call in sick. If you have a job that has absolutely no holidays, no sick days, no shifts, no nothing, then it's going to be really difficult for you to occasionally do things that you need to do as you're ramping up your business. As you're starting to make sales and you may need to meet with clients, you can always try to schedule those after work, but it's really nice if it's something really important if you have a flexible schedule. So that's something to look for as a pro. Another thing is your mental and emotional well-being. So Working 40 hours a week or 40 plus hours a week and then trying to start a business on the side is the reason why a lot of people don't even try. They're just so tired already from their day job that they don't have the energy at the end of the day to work on their business. So if you're serious, you need to overcome that, and you need to do whatever it takes to get the energy required to, when you get home, to get started on your business. But one of the best ways to do that is to choose a job that's not so totally emotionally and physically draining that you would have to be a superwoman or superman in order to do your business at the end of the day. So if you have a job that's like super duper high stress, either because of the work itself or because the environment is super toxic and draining, then even though you're working on starting your own business, it's going to take some time for you to be able to launch, most likely. You want to give yourself at least a year and up to even 3 to 5 years. So if you have a job that's just so horrendous that you can't muster up the strength or the energy at the end of the day, it would behoove you to look into getting another day job, thinking that you're going to be there for 1 to 5 years. And you want it to be something that leaves you with enough energy at the end of the day that you can devote the rest of that energy toward your dream. Now, sometimes people would prefer a day job that's not related to their industry, so a non-art job or something outside of your entrepreneurial venture, because they may find it just too much to devote 8 hours a day and then another 4 or 5 hours in the evening toward your business. So that may work if let's say you're creative in the night. Maybe you just have something that's more like data entry or customer service or something like that that's completely unrelated. Now, other people, back to skills acquisition, they may find that they really get better on their day job at their dream. So if you have a job where you're doing art all day, even if it's non-creative and you're just like, maybe you're in advertising and you're creative, but it's not your ideas, you're still building your skills. So you may find that you like that you continue on with your own individual work in the evening. So it's just up to you. Just make sure that it's not taking away from what you really want to do. And the last thing is pay. So pay is probably the least important thing, but you want to make sure that you're getting enough money to at least cover your bills and invest in your business. So if you're at a job that pays so little that you don't have any money to invest in your business, then you might want to extend out your plan and build in time for you to find something more suitable, something that allows you to not only pay your bills, but also invest in yourself. So it may require you to take 6 months to a year to maybe work 2 jobs so that you can save the money from the second job and just put that away. And all that is going to be invested into your business. You could even do like a temp job over the holidays that are coming up, over the summer, anything like that that'll just, or even some gig work, like an Uber or Lyft, and just do that for a while so that you have money to invest in your business, because there are a number of things that you're going to need or want to buy regardless, especially if you're an artist and you need to get your art supplies and your marketing materials and things like that. So those are some things to consider. So just to recap, you want to think about skills acquisitions, connections, flexibility, your mental and emotional well-being, and last off, pay. So I hope those tips were helpful. Good luck becoming a professional in your industry, going from apprentice to professional, and really showing the world what you've got. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time.